thinking about March, April, May.
as
Everything
he
he's
should.
doing is about that. And that's why he's got this squad. And we're going to see changes to allow our best players to not just be on the pitch, but be in condition to deliver the biggest trophies in the game. And that's what PSG did last season, and they deserve what they got.
Obviously, you're not a fortune teller, yeah, but we're still in the League Cup at this moment in time. Obviously, the FA Cup, the Premier League, and the Champs. If you had to put all your eggs in one basket, like which one do you think we're more likely to win, and which one would you rather win? Because for me, I think we're more likely to win the Premier League than the Champions League. I would do anything if somebody offered me the Champions League right now without context of everything else. Bob's your uncle, really. I really want the champs, but where do you stand on that?
It's tough,
Difficult,
right? It's tough.
difficult.
I think I my gut says I want us to win the league. I really do. But if we're doing well in the league and we're in shape and we're still in the Champions League, why not? Why can't we get close to both? I don't. I just want to make sure we're in shape. That's the key. Because sometimes a draw can just open up and you play the right team. If we'd have gone past PSG, which we could have done, right? We're playing Inter Milan, an old man team that played one game too many. We'd have won the competition with a centre mid up front. If it's your time, it's your time.
Facts.
And that's it. And at PSG, look at what they've done. Look at the money they've spent in the past with Messi and Neymar, having all these players there. What did they do? They bought Cavra in January. They Dembele false nine,
It's
found the
actually a team
system,
now rather than stars.
and they deserved it. They beat Villa, Liverpool, Arsenal. They deserve it. They took the Premier League to task. They deserve it. It was their time. It could have easily been us because I thought we were as good as them in the two legs. They were more efficient in front of goal, and that was the difference. We had a limping Saka, a centre mid up front. That's the truth. So
Just a
there could be
mission too
another,
big for us.
yeah, there could be another game, another day when we're playing there, and we are in the best shape mentally to go and deal with a Champions League game. I want to. Well, this team now needs to win one of the two big ones. It's as simple as that. I choose the league, but I've been around a long time, a lot longer than you, young man, and I wouldn't mind a Champions League in my lifetime. That's one thing for another.
I need the champs, because, like you said, you've been around longer than me. Obviously, I just feel Arsenal Football Club were too big of a club to have, well, the lack of trophies in Europe, and we've got more nightmares in Europe than actually, W's. Like the last when we went to the Europa League final, you know what happened? Paris 06. I won't expand on that. I just think we could do that. I think we're more likely to win the Prem. It's going to sound a bit mad to say, Clive, because I don't know if it makes sense. And obviously, before these lot knew what an Arsenal was, I'm sure all of these players had dreams of winning like the World Cup and the Champions League. But I think it would mean more, quote unquote, to win the Prem, just because we've the last 3 years, in it, like we've had years where the last game of the season, technically, with a bit of fortune, you could still win it. Then, like last year, where we finished second, but we're just existing. I think it would make more sense to win the Prem. I think we're more likely to win the Prem. I think we win the Prem, we try to retain it, we do what we do domestically, and then we can start to begin of Europe. I'll always take a League Cup or an FA Cup where we can, because we like these boys ain't won nothing in it. So it's techie. And dare I say, Clive, like a part of me, I know you should be humble, but I think we could get 2 bits of silver where if everything falls into place and everything is what we need it to be. I think we've got
Yeah.
the depth, and I have to big up Berta for that. Where do you stand on Berta as well? Because I actually haven't had the chance to ask you a question. Like the man brought in 8 players. I would have loved for it to be 9, but 20 out of 10 window.
What?
I
You wanted
think
9?
we never got a left winger, man. Like big up trust up, but I think we missed out on that, man. But no
I
problem.
have a line. I have a line said, as fans, you always want one more piece of chicken, right? But
Well,
I
there you
tell,
have it, man. 100%.
but even I was full up this time, right? So we've ate, but you still want another piece. So
Yeah, man. I just wanted that game changer. Like I wanted to. My plan was, and I know in the summer there was talk around Trossard. Thank the Lord he didn't leave and Martinelli leaving. But I wanted them to kind of in the roles they're in now. And then I couldn't tell you who. That could be Semenyo for some. It could be whoever. But that blockbuster left winger, you've got that. You've got Eze. You've got Gyökeres. You've got Saka. You've got all the other boys. I think we've got a complete squad. I mean, maybe Arteta don't believe that because he's always looking for improvements. But I think we missed the trick. But it's 20 out of 10 window, man. But yeah, where are you at with the window, man?
yeah, well, if
Therefore,
you're
want more
looking for
chicken.
one, if you're looking for one more, when Semenyo runs through Liverpool's team and smashes it in their net, you'd say, and he's an Arsenal fan, you think, well, I wouldn't mind him. But then you're saying that really one of and not both of Martinelli and Trossard would need to go, and Trossard just
Exactly.
roof one in Sunderland's net. So you just have to we have to do what we're going to do, and that there is a I think there's a power runner missing from the forward line, shall we say? And
Exactly.
whoever, and that's it. It's just a profile that we don't have, and there's a 2-footed power runner down the road, so it's obvious really. But the window is fantastic, and the way we've approached it is not just for me to win this year, but I think it's to win for many years.
The age profiles are ridiculous. New
Just
contracts as well, which I also have to big up Berta, because I know we're kind of far removed from it, Clive. Like, we don't really have that, like that Aubameyang, that Ozil, with every good game or bad game, they're going to leave Arsenal kind of thing. But to have Magalhaes, Saliba, the all the young players, really, to have no speculation over their futures on top of everything we've done, considering Berta joined us in March, this is
yeah,
what we've wanted to see since we've moved to this stadium. So I can't ask anything more. I think at the minimum, Arsenal Football Club, our fans deserve to be competitive, and we've got that. Now we just need to get over the line, man. But yeah,
yeah,
extra piece of chicken in January
yeah.
or
Excellent
next
piece in
summer.
January. So if you think about the contracts that have been signed, Sleeper signing a 5-year, right?
Ridiculous.
So that's 3 years before any speculation. So what we're really saying, Gabriel's on the same timeline. We got Declan Rice and Saka to redo, Timber to redo. I don't hear any whispers they're going anywhere. So now what you're saying, what they're telling you is we are here for 3 years minimum, and we have committed to the club and to each other to put some silverware into our careers. Right. So and that's it. So that needs level of stability. The manager's got 2.5 years to go, whatever it is. So he's probably got 2 years to get something in, right? And then he'll get another contract, and he'll deserve it. So no one's
And
gonna
shout people
like
up.
it. No one's gonna like it, right? But look at, don't worry about the Talksport massive telling us that he's got to win because if he doesn't, he's going to get fired. We have committed
Facts.
to a broader group on paper with wages consistently. We've committed to signings. Why do you think they are here? When they get sold a project, they get sold our intentions. And for me, it's a 3-year window to win a couple of serious trophies.
Facts.
That's where I am. And then from that situation with this level of squad depth, you can't take everyone on the journey with you. So what happens then? You're going to be some collateral damage. There are going to be some people that are really good that are going to leave because they need to protect their careers. All of a sudden, you know what you have then? You have a selling strategy that we've never had because we've never sold quality that can't get into one of the best teams in Europe. Then you have a different price tag associated to that player.
100 million
Right?
for Saliba pending when the time
Well,
comes.
I'll just give a name just out of nowhere, just because because Steve was going nowhere, right? But say a Ben White, for example, right? So really good player. We spent money on him. But if he decides, you know what, I spent a bit of time behind Tim this year. I want to get in the England team. I need to go somewhere to go and do that. He's not going for 10 million, is he? Do you see what I mean? He's going to
Facts.
go because he's a really good football player. Do you see what I mean? Kai Havertz, who knows what's going to happen with him? He may decide, I've had a young baby. I want to go and bring him up in Germany. Maybe it's my time to go. When he goes, he's not going for 10 million. And then we reinvest that money into the group. So what happens when you lift the level of your squad? There are some collateral damage alongside. But if you're in this
100%.
squad right now, you ain't leaving till you win something.
And
Then
Saliba
you
keeps
make your
echoing that.
decisions. Yeah. They want to do it together. I did a show on Sky last week, and it was all about combining the Invincibles with the current team, who would be in it. And as I was talking through it, I thought, I want to go big with the group, but you can't go big
Until you
because
do
this
that.
group hasn't won the stuff it needs to go. And so, Sol Campbell versus Saliba. Sol Campbell's won the double, right? I know Saliba's a better footballer. I know he
Yeah.
is. But
But you
you
ain't got
can't,
a leg to stand on,
you just
really.
got, someone can say in the comments, but they've won nothing, Clive, and they're absolutely right. So you got to make it a football competency
Timber
conversation.
Lauren is an easy one as well,
Timber,
with the greatest
but
respect.
in the end, we just have to win. And we have to win because I think this group deserves to win. I think the manager deserves to win. We have to win. And that's it. And I see that focus in the team when I go watching the games. I see a focus on details which I've never seen before. Every detail matters, so long may it continue.
Long may it continue. I want to ask a personal question. Yeah, like what do you make of Eze? Like, am I wrong for as much as I can consider? You know, you're joining a new team. You know, Arteta. It's a complicated system individually and collectively. Am I being a bit harsh on Eze? If I like what he's doing, I think there's more to come. I've seen flashes. Not you said Nottingham Forest earlier. I think he was good. Newcastle away, great assist for Martinelli against City. But am I wrong for being underwhelmed with Eze?
Right, I'm going to do two things on this one because I have to go shortly. But one of your comments
No worries.
just sort of said, no way is Saliba better than Sol Campbell. Sol Campbell, in his day, was the best centre back in Europe for those 2-3 years, without a shadow of a doubt. We had the best centre mid, we had the best centre back, we had the best centre forward in Thierry Henry. And I went to watch a lot of those games. However, the game's different. Back in those days, you didn't get your first pass for free in your box. You had to be outside your box. So everyone went up to the halfway line and the goalkeeper would kick it and the game would start from there. What we ask our defenders to do in the modern game is have 80 touches a game, be our build-up players, receive it from the goalkeeper, be able to be good on the ball while also be able to defend your box like Sol Campbell did. So I went for the modern centre-backs because I think the modern game is asking a lot more of those players. If you give Sol Campbell the ball in his penalty area, mate, it'd be like a hot potato. And it would have been for anybody in that era because we didn't develop centre
Yeah,
back
there wasn't
in
an
that
emphasis
way.
on that, man.
There was not an emphasis. It's not a criticism of him. In his time, he was the best. If you're comparing, for me, Gabriel and Saliba are levels ahead of these players because we are so much of them, right? So, and on to Eze, I feel he's about 10 to 15 touches down per game. I want to see him have the ball more. It's not that he's not talented enough. I want to see him have it more. I say this without really understanding fully his role yet. I said earlier that we're playing him twos now, pods of two. So he's behind the centre forward. He didn't really have a centre forward for the last two games. So he ended up being ahead of the centre forward a lot of the time. But you look at the guy who had the most shots in the last game, it was Eze. So, okay, Odegaard's your 75 touch metronome all over the pitch.
Facts.
Eze is your 4 shots a game guy. When those shots go in, trust me, I won't hear a word out of me. Do you see what I mean? I think he's a big moments player, just not having quite the big moments yet. When he does, we'll look at him differently. At this moment in time, for me, he's about 10 to 15 touches down on influence, but that will come.
So is that the gaffer, or is that is that the gaffer Arteta, or is that Eze? Like, does Eze have to demand it a bit more? Or I want to pick my words wisely, but is he kind of crippled? Like, you're kind of operating in the areas the gaffer's got you operating in.
I think if you look around the league at the moment, there's not been many players that have settled like snow. Do you know what I mean?
I think that could be one of them wasn't on my bingo card.
If you look at Ekitike yesterday, he looked like a child out there in that game, right? Yeah. So and he's a really good player, but it just takes time. It takes time to settle into your group. Wirtz, it's a steady player, mate. They just ragdolled him off the ball continuously. He's not ready yet. So he needs to be receiving the ball in areas where you can't ragdoll him because you give a big free kick away. So he has work to do on his starting position. Eze the same. Where do I need to be consistently? Will the players give me the ball? Zub Mendy's coming. He's taken up a lot of playmaking responsibility. Rice has taken up a lot.
I think he's amazing.
So where does he fit? Where does he fit? I think he fits best off the left, in my opinion. But I'm okay with him being in the 10. These are first world problems. Last year we played a 17-year-old in that position. And so we are improving. And so I'm prepared to give him time. I think it's going to be excellent. I think he's going to score a massive goal for this club. You can see it coming, a very big goal.
It will work for him.
Yeah, he's a serious shooter.
Too good not to work, and I'm already seeing it working. It's like, for me, I always say you're fitting in. I say this with a lot of players, but for Eze with this convo, you're fitting in. I need you to stand out, because when we signed Eze, the first thing I thought was talisman, and like you and Saka, I believe you've got that in you. You lot are match winners, but if you lot show it to me in what's left of the season, we're laughing, Clive, man.
Yeah, we are. So, when he arrived. I remember the first home game against Leeds. I don't know if you go to games, DG, but first home game, I sat there and I looked around the stadium, and when he walked out, and I looked around and we played really well, and Gyökeres scored, and Max Dowman come on, and I looked around and I was like, I messaged some of my podcast mates. I said, mate, this is like so good. It's almost overwhelming. And the feeling of overwhelming was not like, oh, we've won a game 5-0. We've done that before. But I just started to look around. I look around the squad, I looked around the team, I looked around the commitment to really make it happen, to really cover the gaps. And I realized at this point we were serious and we could actually win something. And that was in the first home game I had that feeling. And I
And
still
look
have
where we
that
are now.
feeling now. I still have that feeling now. We are committing to winning. Everywhere you look, do you see a player not committed?
No,
You may not like that player, you may have an issue with him, or do you see a
you
player
can't
not
question his
committed?
desire.
You can't question the manager. Gee whiz.
Or the gaffer, yeah.
He needs to calm down on occasions, right? They are so committed
Right.
to it. So committed to it. I found it a bit overwhelming, and I thought, okay, this is heading towards something else now. And the reason why I found it overwhelming, because when we won before, and I was there, we won all the big trophies. I was there, we won our European trophy in Copenhagen. I was in the ground. I was there in Paris. I've seen a lot of stuff, right? But I've never seen us win in this digital global fan base environment where people like you and the youngsters in your chat have not seen us win something big for really get close to it.
Yeah, wow, since I
And
was a
I
kid.
think that's going to explode the club, and the club belongs to you youngsters. It belongs to all of us, but it's coming. It's coming. And when that happens, this club's going to explode. And I don't think I'm ready for it. I don't think any of us are ready for it. You will not be able to walk around the street called in London without seeing a top. That's for sure, right? This club has not shown its true colours yet. And when they do, we're going to be all over the place, all over everybody. And I just can't wait for it. Just got to hang tight. Don't split apart. Stay together. Hang tight. It's coming if we create the environment for success.
I would have put you as Mikel Arteta, man. If you was the manager, I'm ready to play 11 aside right now, Clive, man. My last question before you get out of here, yeah? If I let you get out of here, because I know you got somewhere to be. Charles has asked, DG, a question for Clive. Obviously, something I've asked in your chats. Does Raya worry him? This clean sheets runs, his concentration is an issue. His Brentford experience shows in moments.
He has moments, but he also has blinding moments that we just accept. Even in this game when he rushed out onto the feet of Robbie, and I think he's excellent. I think he's what the team needs. When he was at Brentford, he's one of their captains as well. He's one of the leaders in their dressing room. I think he's exactly what we need. If I was being picky, I'm talking perfection here. I wish he was 6'3.5", but maybe he
Everyone
wouldn't.
seems to say that.
But maybe he wouldn't be as agile, because he
He's like a
jumps out
cat.
of his boots, right? He jumps out of his boots, and he's a modern goalkeeper. And so, yeah, I like him a lot. Again, my one criticism with him is, and look out for this now, I'm going to say it right. Do you remember the goal we conceded against Real Madrid?
Yeah.
And sometimes when there's a big event in the box, he gets the ball and he wants to rush out to get it going again.
It's
And
like
I
a
think
centre midfielder.
just go, he wants to roll it out quickly. Well, no. We've just conceded a big chance.
Relax.
Just hold. And I just think he gets excited. Now, he gets excited trying to be positive. Now, I'm not going to kill a man for trying to be positive.
Facts.
But there is a time at the Bernabeu when Saka just scored that goal. Remember? He just chipped the keeper. And I just wanted to enjoy it for 5 minutes, mate. And the next minute, Raya's running out and rolling it to Saliba when he's got no pass on. And I'm thinking, no, mate, just let me enjoy this for 5 minutes. We just got one up at the Bernabeu, right? So
that's his biggest strength and weakness, right?
So I'm picking. That's a real picky, but maybe people would agree or not. I'm not too sure.
You know what? You're right. And what a time it was. Completely off topic with the Real Madrid game, man. Clive, this has been fantastic. On behalf of the chat and myself, thank you for this chat. I hope you enjoyed it because you lot have been on to me to get Clive here. I've delivered. Hopefully, our football team can deliver